We're rolling.
What?
So, welcome to Bilko and Brenny's podcast number 10.
Hey!
Yay! A decade of debauchery.
Hey!
Yes. Brilliant. So, we were going to have
Big 10, Bilko.
I know, man. Happy 10th birthday, mate.
Aye. It's been a quick one. I'm growing up fast.
That has been. It's been good, mate. So tonight we were going to have Bruce over, a friend of ours from Denmark here. Unfortunately, due to technical issues on our end, I might add Bruce isn't able to make it, but maybe at some point in the future. But what he'd kindly done during the week was send us over some absolute belting brews.
Yep.
His brewery is kind of called, what was it? Shooting Alley.
Shooting Star. What was it? Shooting what?
Shooting Range Brewing.
Shooting Range, it was Shooting Range. He loves a three-letter acronym. So, Shooting Range Brewery, SRB, was it? SRB?
That was it. SRB. If you want to check him out, we will put the Instagrams up for Bruce. Feel free to check him out. But, mate, I don't know about you, Brenny. Listen, let's just get cracked into it, man. I've been looking forward to this all week, mate.
Yep. So what are we going for first?
I think we'll go for the Italian-style pils.
Yep. And we will say that, look, these bottles are recycled.
Yeah.
Bruce does the recycling to fill his own homebrew in. So these aren't the actual labels of his SRB, because SRB brewing doesn't actually exist other than his time. So his house is some setup. I've been on Copenhagen a few times, and I'm really looking forward to trying this. So we're going for the Pilsner, slow pour.
It's a very slow pour on the Pilsner, mate.
Okay, doc.
What
right, ABV we talking there?
We're talking Italian-style Pils, and it's a 5.1% ABV.
Yep.
It's malty, toasty notes with a spicy, pepperish finish. Brewed as a one-off, and it was bottled on the 9th of October. 9th of October? The 9th of August?
9th of September.
Sorry, so it is. It's run the wrong way in Denmark, isn't it?
These Danes. Look at that.
Oh, mate, I tell you something, it looks brilliant.
Look at this. This is fantastic, man. That's just alive.
Mate,
that's
look
alive.
at that.
I hate to use the word that we were never going to use.
No.
But that's natural. That's on natural carbonation. He's not adding anything into it.
I'm going to block that carbonation. I nearly said it myself there, you.
I just said it because it's one of the words. But look at that. That's fantastic, mate. That's fantastic. I can't wait to try this.
There can I, mate. Cheers, big man.
Cheers. And cheers, Bruce.
And cheers, Bruce. Thanks for this.
Bilko, all the best.
That's good, man. Do you know what I like about that? Mind we had that malty one last week in the Oktoberfest, but it was much clearer. It looked like a pure. But see because that's just got a hint of colour about it. You're expecting the maltiness.
Yep.
It's not overly malt, mate. I'm having another sip of that, man.
Yep.
Mate, that is class, man. That's just like a perfect lager, isn't it? Perfect lager.
I'm telling you, what have I told you all the times?
Oh.
And honestly, I've never had a Pilsner. Never had a Pilsner for Bruce sent over. I've not tried a Pilsner that he's ever brewed before.
Mm-hmm.
And he always says that it's one of the hardest brews to ever do. Right? Mm-hmm. He says to actually get that is harder than that to me.
Oh, it's superb, man. See the wee subtle toastiness? It's just sitting in the back of your throat there now, mate. The wee kind of... Oh, it's stunning, man. And it's definitely got the pepperish finish. Oh, man. Fair play, man. I wish he was... Mate, he probably did, mate.
I wish he was on the road just so he could see your faces. Do you know what I mean? Because honestly, he said out of what he kegged. I think he kegs like 88 pints or whatever. You remember, this is homebrew for him. right? So he's bottling, kegging us, and he sells a wee bit, I think, out his front door, but I think that's sort of under lockdown, it's not been happening so much.
Yeah.
He's drinking these stuff. And he said to me, there was only 2 beers that he sent over that he still had in his collection, in his flat. You've been in my flat, right?
Yes.
In Glasgow.
Yes.
I've been in Bruce's flat in Copenhagen. Trust me, they're no 2 different sizes, right? So he's doing all his brewing in his kitchen. We gadgets like you've never seen in your life. He does have a basement that I've not seen. He does have a basement that I've not seen. But trust me, this is getting brewed in the same sort of conditions where we are.
Brilliant, man. So he's very devoted to his craft then, isn't he?
Oh. If we're going to get early, would you session it?
I would 100% session that, and it's not.
What is the ABV?
It's 5.1, but it's not you can't really taste that. I mean, sometimes you can get high street bloody lagers that you get that are 4.8 that taste stronger than that, man, and they certainly don't have the crispness in that, mate. But see that, mate. See, Bruce, if you're watching this better not be just a one-off.
I don't know how that's coming across on the picture, right? But look at that glass. I mean, it's the word we don't want to use. It's the word we don't want to use. But that is just fizzing away. Like just,
I know.
As you would want a Pilsner to do.
You don't need to. You wouldn't need to put that in a soda stream, would you, to get that fizz into it? It's just natural fizziness.
Honestly.
Oh, that's amazing, man.
I mean, I know he's a good friend of mine, and Bruce, if you're watching, I know you always watch anyway, and listen, all the best for everything that's going on now. And listen, thanks very much for taking the time and effort to send us over this.
Yes.
You already know how much is appreciated. Bro. But
cheers,
listen, just so you do know, and just so it's on record, really appreciate the fact that I know you. Really appreciate the fact that you brew cracking beer, and I really appreciate the fact that I've known you for as long as I have. And we'll tell the story about how I do know him, etc. We'll leave it for a wee bit, but like, honestly, what a guy! Genuinely, really appreciate you doing this for us. And Bilko,
cheers, mate. No, cheers, man. I mean, listen, Brenny, I mean, I don't know, but I mean, let's not kid ourselves. I don't know Bruce. Obviously, I know him through Instagram, etc. He comes across a really nice guy. I love his Instagram, particularly when he puts up the action shots of the brewing and all that. And but I tell you, man, see that we have seen you passionately talking about his beers, and when you get your wee package every now and again, mate, I've been jealous, man. I've been so jealous. So, Brenny, Bruce, thanks to you, but Brenny also. Thanks for sharing these with me tonight, big man.
There was only one way this was going, and Bruce knew before he sent it off that it was getting split. There was one more beer of one beer. I'm not going to tell you what one it was. But trust me, there was one that came that was for me and me only. But we're going to review it tonight.
Right.
But I've already had a wee sample of it, and I'm not going to let it away.
Right. But I'll guess what one it was. All right.
Before. Or after?
After. So you'll need to be like, would I like it? You'll need to get on try that.
I like that. But straight, this is the first. I don't remember Bruce sending a Pilsner over, right? I'm trying to get timelines in here. I've probably known Bruce for 12 years now. 12, 14 years now, right? What are we, 2020?
Aye, 2020, mate, aye.
Right, so, I probably talked 2008, 12 years, minimum. Bruce will come in and tell us exactly how long. But how I really got to know him was through football streaming and stuff. I don't know, do you want to do this and you want to tell it later on?
I think we'll do it. It's up to you, mate. We can do it. Listen, I'll be honest, mate.
So how I got to know Bruce was online. And it was through football streaming, right? And before IPTV and before everything else, there was a group of group of people in the world who were using peer-to-peer, which to what other people might know is like torrents.
Yes.
Torrents, peer-to-peer torrents. I never really had a clue about computers at all, right? And then I heard one day on the huddle board of all places that you could watch any game of football anywhere in the world if you knew how torrents worked, peer-to-peer torrents, right? And I was like, what? So anywhere in the world, all you had to have was an internet connection, and I went mad on it. And I'm telling you, in fact, it was probably 14, 15 years ago, this was, wasn't it 12 years, 14, 15 years ago. And I started getting involved, and I started typing in Google, as you do with everything, when you find out any sort of source. But there was a wee guy on the huddle board at the time, 3Cs, who guided a wee bit. He just gave you enough information. I don't think he was really into it that much himself, but he guided out about how to do it, about what the words you needed to. So it was like Pcast and Sopcast and a few other sort of cast names.
Is this legal, mate? Is this legal what we're talking about?
Aye. In the sense, when you're taking anything off the internet, listen, it's as legal as you're not, as long as you're not file sharing actual files of movies, etc., you're fine. I'm just giving the background of where I got to know. And where I got to know it was through this. And we ended up on I ended up on a website called footballstreaming.info. And through that I met some good friends, Airy, Raf67, who's our man Bruce, Scud, who's Dan boy, love you. A few others, right? That's the ones I probably made the best connection with, right? There was loads of other boys from Northern Ireland, and I'm going to say I can't even remember their names, etc., right? So, but the two boys I made the best connection with were Raf67, who's Bruce, and Scud, who's Dan, right? Who subscribes to our channel as well. It was all about streaming, and we just before IPTV, before that, it was all peer-to-peer, and we just, I'm not going to get into the details yet, anything else. I was always Kubla on the board, so like anybody wants to know, so there you are. Track it back, jail me if you want.
Mate, come on, man.
But the good thing was the technical know-how of these guys. Of it So it's no surprise to me that Bruce has taken what he did and moved it on to making beer.
Something else, yes.
He was the best at what he did back then, and he's the best at what he's doing right now.
Mate, that is still fizzing away, man.
I hate to use the word.
No, mate.
Natural carbonation.
What I will say is, there was one originator of the word carbonation. No,
carbonation's a word. Carbonation is a word that's been going about. Don't say it's somebody that originally made it. Carbonation is a word. The carbonation of fucking liquids is a word.
I thought
how it's used in the circles of craft beer is another thing.
Mate, we should come up with, how about we call it Benito? No, Benito. Benito carbonation.
Benito carbonation. Benito.
Remember Benito Carboni?
Oh, the boy from the team.
Aye.
Ah, the pair.
Aye.
The pair. Oh, I'll tell you. We'll just call it Benito. A Benito.
Benito.
That's how we've got a new name for carbonation. Benito.
Yes.
Benito, yes.
Benito. It's phenomenal in that, man, isn't it?
Incredible. Look at this. I mean, that's... Hell, you've seen the pour. I hope you can still actually see how much is buzzing away there.
Oh, incredible. It's a stunner, man. I tell you, Brenny.
What was the date they bottled it?
Mate, looking at this, I actually genuinely think it was August. Looking at the other ones.
No, hold on. I've got a wee list here. Hold on. It was the 9th of August. I think this is one of the ones he's worrying about because it's been 6 long. But that was the 9th of August that's been bottled.
Why would you worry about that, mate? He has said it was a one-off, man. Please tell me, Bruce, you still have the recipe for that, man. That is dynamite, man. I would, mate, I'm going to just cut straight in, Brenny. Would I buy that again? Give me the chance to buy it again. Do you know what I mean? If you give me the chance to buy this again, I will buy it again, right? With a session that, mate, 100%, 5.1%, right bang on the money between, do you know what I mean? But I would sesh that because it tastes phenomenal. You know what I mean? Mate, honestly, man, we're entering beer of the week territory here already, and we're only into beer one. So score-wise for me, big man, do you know, I'm going to go straight in purely because I haven't tried the other beers. I might actually see after we've tried the beers, I might make a wee rule in it because we don't know what other beers are homebrew. You don't know what you're going to get, so I might revisit this.
Review as you taste it. Review as you taste it. How good is it?
It's an 8.25 for me, mate, and that is a hefty score.
Right, okay. So would I session it? Fucking Bruce knows I'd session it all day long, man. That's one of your best, mate. That is one of your best, pal. And I mean this. That is fantastic. Would I buy again? If I could, I would. I'm on the you sending me parcels. I'll just go, I would buy again. And my score's on the doors. I'm going to hit that with an 8.5.
Yes, mate. Brilliant.
That's as good as I hoped.
Yeah.
As good as I hoped.
Yeah.
And anticipation of the next.
I'm really glad you gave that score, mate, because it's kind of, because I thought if I went too high there, if I went too low, I'm really glad with that score, man. That's
fantastic. That's fantastic.
Mate,
how good is that?
Mate, I'm nearly finished, mate. I don't know how long we've been on for. It's still bloody Benito in a way.
Yes. We're getting there, aren't we?
Mm-hmm. Oh, Brenny, I think this might be our first time, by the way. I might have finished this before you.
Oh, but cheers then.
Cheers, big man.
Cheers.
So, welcome back to beer number 2. A lot to live up to already, isn't there?
That Pilsner was superb.
It was. So, this is an 80 shilling export. Now, before you open it, big man, right, have a wee listen, because Neil was kind enough, I keep calling him Neil. Bruce was kind enough to give us a wee description. So, it's an 80 shilling export. Not your father's 80 shilling, 5.3 ABV. Export always reminds me of being a wee lad and going in the toilet after your dad on a Saturday or Sunday morning. That piercing beery smell.
That Saturday morning and you're fucking mad. That's inside when you're away.
That same smell going into your local's lavvy at opening time. Anyway, this one's not a nod to them years. It was bottled on the 15th of August. What a description, mate. Right. Cheers, man. Let's get this crap open, man. And this is a very, very small one. Slow pour.
How are we supposed to, does he tell you how you're supposed to pour it?
Careful pours without the yeast on the pills and 80 if you don't want the sediment. So I think you've went a bit quickly.
No, you're talking piss. You're just not a barman. Honestly.
Now, when I seen the 80 shilling in the description, Brenny, I wouldn't normally roll out this glass, but as it was gifted from the croft, I had to. Right, cheers, big man.
Cheers, my man.
Oh, check your glass, eh?
I like tea.
Check your glass, eh? You're pure pandering to all these new Huddle Board subscribers, aren't you?
Right. You've got to tip your hat to them.
And cheers for that. Cheers for that, boys. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Smells good, big man.
Right. That's got that pure caramel. You know what I mean? That export sort of.
It's an export written all over it, but it's a shilling, isn't it? It's a shilling. It's like, remember you used to get, I don't listen. I know where he was going with the description.
80, you used to get 60, 70 and 80 shilling.
Aye.
And it was all ABV.
Mm-hmm.
It was all ABV. That's got a malty caramelist to it. Has he give you any notes on it? Because obviously I'm not accessible to him.
He's not giving us any notes. I think he knew we were going to like this one. That's why he's not giving us any notes. But no, there's no notes, mate. It's just a description. And I think he's exaggerated the description there, because that's old school, man, in a glass.
So see, these were originally, well, not originally, and that's a lot of shit. So Bruce knows my dad and my Uncle Frank, who's my godfather. So my dad and Neely and my Uncle Frank, who's my godfather, have met Bruce, and Bruce knows their tastes. He pure was, that was your favourite beers, what would you into, all the rest of it, right? So he says, I'll brew an 80 shilling. I'll brew an 80 shilling for the 2 years, right? Mm-hmm. And this is what he brewed. Now, the idea behind us getting this was to give my dad and Uncle Frankie these ones so that they could taste them, because I know, listen, don't worry about it, We're locked in, mate. We've got ample excuses now. Right? Don't worry about it. But Bruce, I just want Bruce to know that where that was brewed and who it was brewed for is remembered. And I'm expecting Mary, because if I'm liking an 8 shilling, which I don't usually like, I'm not, you know yourself, we talk about this all the time, about the darker beers, the heavies, all the rest of it.
I mean,
that's tremendous, isn't it? That's got a lovely malt caramelist.
It's brilliant, man. If you remember, if we hark back to when we were doing, I don't know if it was the day, man, my memory's not the best, but remember with the ESB?
Yes.
And that's not a million miles away from it, a colour. I remember Bruce actually messaged me at the time and going like that, or a message, a comment saying, I couldn't believe you gave the ESB, you know, it was almost the beer of the night. But that's very like it. Definitely get the caramelness, it's toffiness, but it's also got the kind of toastiness and the roastedness, which makes it obvious. I'm assuming that makes it dark. It's a shame he's not here to explain the brewing process.
I know. To basically tell us we've not got a clue. And this is what I like about it. Me and you are fucking clueless, right? Excuse the language. But we are.
Big man, I had to knock back interviews with the BBC Breakfast this morning about the craft ale scene in Glasgow. I'll have you know. I left it to the other wee guys, you know, the guy for the, you know, that whiskey bar and the guy for the beer and all that. Listen, we don't mind, but you know that we are the real craft beer aficionados, mate.
Indeed. We try everything, we buy everything, apart from the stuff we get for free at Bruce.
Aye.
Yes, Bruce. Cheers.
Good man, Bruce. But no, all joking aside, mate, that's fucking quality, man. And excuse my language. Again, I don't care.
So we're only beer number 2, the Pilsner. So we're going for 2 different total styles, see? Pilsner, you've scored the 8.25. I've scored the 8.5. We're going for a totally different style of beer here, right? Which I'm actually thinking back to other beers we've tried.
I mean, Brenny, this beer harks me back to the bygone years when Dundee used to have a decent football team. You're
only 40.
Sorry, it's not that old, is it? Sorry, anyway, mate.
That's a bit cool, by the way.
Listen, bud.
See me interrupted my orders of quarterly beer for that quip. There'll be problems.
Mate.
You and your mother. I mean, when was the last... So when's the last Motherwell side that was decent?
How many Celtic players were in the Scotland first team last night, mate? Not the Scotland first team.
Doesn't matter. There was 2
No. Who should have got man in the match?
McGregor was in Scotland first team.
Mate, you're only as good as the last day, in my opinion, mate. And the bottom line is, Motherwell got us through.
Marshall, who saved the penalty, was a product of Celtic.
God, mate. See, mate, listen.
Are we going to get through it? Are we going to get through it all the Scotland team?
No, we're not going to do it.
Everybody who's ever played for Celtic.
We're not going to do that. Do you know why we're not going to do that? I'll tell you something, man. I am very grateful to all the huddle board guys, and we're not just we're a bit annoyed that we never get a chance to get them involved in the free beer option.
We're not annoyed. Brenny, i.e. Kubler, was not confident enough about putting this out. So apologies, but we'll get another. Listen, I always thought giving 50 quid worth away a beer was always a bit extravagant.
It was a bit extravagant, wasn't it?
It was a bit extravagant, Bilko. But that's you. You're a generous man. And I'm a generous man at all.
Extravagant, generous. Ooh.
It's the same thing. It's the same thing. Extravagant and generous is the same thing. And listen, big props to everybody who's signed up today, which is what date's it?
It's the 9th of October, mate.
So everybody that's signed up on the 9th of October, on the back of the huddle board post, good luck to you. Love yous all. Yous all know me for years. This is a good mate of mine for life. Always has been, always will be. Doesn't support the same team as us, doesn't matter, never has done. Always a good guy. So, listen, if you want to hear about beers, talk to us.
Like, comment, man. Call me a
comment, abuse. Like, comment, abuse. Like, comment, subscribe, abuse.
Like, comment, most important,
subscribe.
Subscribe. Subscribe. And then abuse. And I'm pointing to who you give the abuse to here.
I know, it'll be obviously me, but that's the hams.
I will say, mate, all joking aside, I know it was up in the huddle board today, and I mean, as you know, Brenny, I am very, very close pals to a lot of people on that huddle board.
Of course.
Top people, man. A fantastic organisation, in my opinion, and I would just like to thank you guys for liking and subscribing us, and you keep up the good work. That's what I will say. You do a lot of stuff, and it's a lot of people, it goes kind of unwritten because people jump to their own conclusions. And I'd also like to thank you for getting the subscriptions to the channel up to the entire membership of probably all the Motherwell forums put together. So cheers. Back on.
So I go back on it. The huddle board, welcoming place. Big man 204, who is been a long time poster, been posting on the huddle board as long as I know. Big Motherwell fan, great guy.
Mate,
always.
We should be banging this on. We should bang this on Steelmen Online, all that kind of stuff, man. Honestly.
Why not?
Boys.
Why not?
I mean,
why not? I've got no issue. I've got no issue with me and you accepting it. Yeah, it's all good.
Mate, it's a couple of pals having a couple of beers, man. What couldn't be better?
We don't all need to support the same team. It'd just be pals.
You certainly. If we all supported the same team, man, everybody would support Motherwell, wouldn't they?
You're West Lothian, but aren't you?
I was born in Carbarnes, right? I was born in West Lothian, but I was raised in Carbarnes.
You're a Fifer that moved.
I was raised in Carbarnes.
You can just see the gravity. You can just see the magnetic appeal of the big smoke at Glasgow. Coming towards you. Oh.
I know. Well,
anyway, so listen. I've got good friends. Davey Frame, for back in the registers. Big, massive Motherwell fan. Graham Hall, top of football players. Geez, oh. See if you ever play a game of fives and you're in the same team as Graham Hall, you're winning. You're winning.
But is he better than Greeny?
I've got no opinions on this, right? Because Big Greeny chucked it too long ago. No competitive spirit, plus he supports the team. So, is he better than Greeny? Aye, 10 times better than Greeny. Right. And that's not a lie. Big Greeny knows it. Honestly, great Motherwell fucking boys. And I'm just funny.
I mean, when you're talking about Motherwell for me, mate, I mean, I go back to... I'm going to tell you a wee story, mate, all right? Good. Obviously, when we won the Scottish Cup, I'll never ever, you know, a day that gives me a smile to my face to this day, mate.
What year?
1991. Stunning day. And I knew somebody, a wee contact, still a friend of mine to this day, who could get us a ticket on the day. And it wasn't cheap, mate. I mean, it was a good £25 for a ticket. You know, back in the 1980s when I was doing, 1991, sorry, when I was doing my paper run. So I had to rustle up 25 quid. And it was Simon Donnelly's dad that got me the ticket, because Simon Donnelly's dad, Thomas Donnelly, a fantastic footballer, by the way, a great left half for Motherwell in the 70s, scored against Spurs, great player. Obviously, he used his connections, so he managed to get us a ticket. And we watched it was the best day of my life, mate. Sorry, man, is this the way we were going to go down with this tonight, man? I'm getting emotional talking about it. So I'd got my ticket thanks to Tam. We had to actually run through all the Dundee United fans, the Arabs, to get up to the park. He went to his way with my good friend Bob. You know, you've met Captain Bob a few times. His mum and dad, they were looking after Tam. And Simon, you know, the Celtic player. I think this is actually, I'm sure Simon does an interview and he talks about it. He was at the game with real diehards. Well, that was like Robin, the McClearys, his dad, myself, and obviously we all know what happened. A very young Phil O'Donnell, you know, scored the goal, and it was just, we all know what happened that game. It's widely accepted as being, you know, a very entertaining game. It was on during lockdown, if you remember, and it got really rave reviews. Now, if you can imagine being a Motherwell fan at that time, and being involved, and you know, because being a Motherwell fan, as you maybe don't realise, mate, it's up and down, mainly down, and it's, mate, see the topsy turviness of that game, and then us coming out on top, and obviously the I think he's called, it's not the diplomat, the ambassador, Tom Boyd, obviously lifting the trophy. He's known as the ambassador to the Celtic fans. Mate, I'll never ever forget it, man. To this day, I'm actually nearly crying thinking about it. At the time, you've maybe done.
I'm more concerned, Bilko. Do you had a paper round when you were 17?
Was it? If I get my dates wrong, you know, I was 16. Mate, listen. But if I told you this, I'm not
trying to take any away from you. Listen, Tom Boyd, one of the best Celts you're ever going to imagine to meet. A great guy, and I'm not just saying, just a great guy. Doesn't need to be Celtic oriented. He's a Motherwell man. He's the man behind that whole cup final. Do you know what I mean? An absolute player.
But there was the whole thing was mired in controversy because if you remember when we played you in the semi-final on the Saturday and it was a draw, I was at the game. I managed to get up the road because I lived, as you know, right beside Hampden. Get up the road. I managed to get on the open line. So I phoned the open line and I tell you, man, if the boys in the Celtic huddle board are watching this, man, and me and Jai, you know, me and my sorry, is it Jai Plough, whatever his name is, you know, him, Jai Plough. Me and him have had many discussions about this. At the time, Colin O'Neill had put the elbow into Peter Grant, remember that? And it was the first ever guy to get a retrospective ban So Colin O'Neill, Wee Psycho, as he was called, got a retrospective ban, and that was still rumbling on. And obviously, we all know what happened in the return leg of the semis. But on the open line, they asked me after the bloody semi. I went like that. If Motherwell are lucky enough to beat Celtic in the next leg, do you think Tom Boyd will stay at the club? And it was Hugh Keevins went like that. First of all, Motherwell will not beat Celtic in the second leg. And secondly, Tom Boyd is off to Chelsea, which was true. He went to Chelsea, didn't he? Done a wee part-timer down there, then went to the club he wanted to go to.
Yep.
And then they went like that. Then they cut me off, and then bloody Derek Johnston came in and went like that. Anyway, Billy, let's talk about the real case. What do you think about the fact that the Motherwell manager is refusing to speak to the fans because he's annoyed with the media about the elbow incident with Colin O'Neill? And I've turned around and out like that. To be quite frank, man, I think the media are fucking wanker. And then I get fucking cut off, mate.
Have you got that anywhere on tape, bro?
Mate,
have you got that anywhere on tape?
I have it on tape in my loft. It'll take a lot of finding out, man. And it was like,
Get it on.
Mate, I swear to God, all the Celtic fans were like, man, fucking brilliant, son. Brilliant, man. And all the Motherwell fans were like, brilliant. So that's where we go back.
I've known you since under 13 football, right? And look at us now.
I know, we're exactly the same.
Lifelong friends. Have I ever cared what team you fucking supported?
Have I ever cared what team you supported?
No. And do you know what? See if the world actually adhered this fucking policy of accept who people are and what they are and treat them the same as they are as people. Don't treat them by association. They're not good. To a certain extent.
It's life, isn't it? It's life. There's which brings us there's no bitter. Mate, I've finished this again, by the way. Are you ready?
Listen. Brucey boy. I've got nothing to say apart from Bilko chanting beers before me.
Superb.
So we cheers in this.
I'm cheersing it. I wish I had some beer to cheers, but there we go. Cheers. So, big man, same as I'm introducing them tonight, I feel it's only right that I go first. Is that all right?
Of course it is.
Right, so would I buy that again? Bruce, if you're selling your 80 shilling export SRB, I will buy that again. Would I session it? Now we're getting at the realms, aren't we, big man? 5.3%. Yes, I'll session that. 100%. And marks out of 10. I'm going to give that a solid 8.0 for 80 out of 10.
Okay.
Over to you, big man.
Bilko, I completely forgot we hadn't even scored this. I completely forgot. We weren't even... I'll be honest with you, I forgot we were even recording this. I thought this was just a wee online madness. So a good one. That's a good one. Would I session? Of course I would. Would I buy it again? Bruce, we need to talk, man. We need to invest in a brewery. We need to invest in a brewery in Scotland, man. Honestly, mate, that's dynamite. That is dynamite. How am I scoring it? I prefer the Pilsner, but you know, and I know, you know it, I know it. Bruce knows it. That it's my preferred style. I'm giving that a solid 8 out of 10.
Brilliant, man. Brilliant. 8, which is kind of apt, isn't it? The 8.0, 80 shilling. Brilliant, mate. Listen, I wish I had some left to cheers it with you, but cheers.
Listen, that's how long we talk shite for.
Can I just come in here, Brenny? Is that the one you get the extra one off? Is that the beer you get the extra one off?
No, I'm not saying to the end. I'm not saying to the end.
Right, no worries, mate.
I'm not saying to the end.
Right, I'm going to pause. So we're rolling again. So We're back to beer number 3, which is a hazy West Coast Pale Ale. Call everything an IPA. It sells better. That's a great.
This is a pale. Remember, this is the pale. This is the pale. Remember, bro. This
Oh,
is the
hang on a
pale.
minute. Am I going to need my bucket here?
Aye, yeah. Do you know what I've just realised? I've not actually got a glass. I've got the pale ale, but I've not got a glass. Give me 2 seconds.
You go and do that. I'll read the description out, mate.
Yeah.
So it's 5.4% ABV, 50 IBU, international bitterness units. Is that a thing? IBU? Hops are Eldorado and Galaxy. Don't mind LD. Probably well past its best now, but when it's earthy, citrus and tropical, not juicy but punchy with the bitterness to balance it up. And it was bottled on the 2nd of September. So all in with this one, I believe, Brenny.
All in.
Yeah.
All in. That means just pour it normal. Bruce's all in is a different all in for everybody else's.
I think I pulled that perfectly.
Mate, you've done no bad.
There you go. Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Bruce.
Cheers,
Cheers,
Bruce.
Bruce. Cheers,
Cheers.
Bilko.
Smells fantastic, man.
So this is this the AP? Is this the pale ale?
Yes, this
you
is
don't like
the
pale ales.
yeah.
You don't like pale ales.
Mate, the thing is though, everything, a lot of them are IPA, a lot of them are pale ale. IPAs are pale ale. I'm beginning to get more refined in it. What I don't like is that nondescript pale ale shit. Know what I mean? Right, anyway.
Okay.
Right.
Okay.
Cheers, bro.
Cheers. That's fucking certainly nondescript.
It's not fucking nondescript at all, man.
Exactly, it's fucking...
It's the opposite. It's descript. It's descript.
What the fuck's happening here?
Brenny, it's like the Irish brand. It's descript. Sorry, that's shocking. I can get the Galaxy and the LD hops straight away. Beautiful colour still. This is SRB brewing, man. Jeez, oh. I bet his door's quite busy when he brews this stuff.
He drinks based it, to be honest. But seriously, I'm not even having a laugh, by the way.
I don't believe you.
I don't
believe him.
See, there's a couple of festivals happening. What's it called? Vista Belgrade, which is where he stays.
Hang on a minute. I like how you were like that. There's a couple of festivals as if I was going to know what that was. And then you just hit it with a massive town name.
No, it's just like festivals in his area. Vesta Belgrade, which is the area he stays in, which is central. We are talking central Copenhagen. You're talking Michaela. You're talking, honestly, with any of the high-end 2-0, any of the brewers, they're all there within. And honestly, he when the festivals are on, he sells his stuff out his door. And I'm back. Listen, how good is that beer? You don't like pale ale either.
It's good, man. It's good. I'm not going to lie. It's a good gin. But come on. When you look at the pale ales we've tried in the past, for a start, the colour doesn't have that. The Benito.
That's more like a deeper.
That is more like a deeper.
That does. It looks like a deeper.
Can I just say here, Brenny, 5.4%? My arse. That is much stronger than 5.4%. Surely. Because I'm definitely getting a kick to that.
I'm not getting. I think that's smooth as. I think that is smooth as. I really think that's smooth. I've got no connotation of that being the 5.4. Never mind, probably where it is. Actually, top of that.
Mate, I'm beginning to doubt, you know, the descriptions in some of the beers we've had in the past, mate. Because sometimes they've called themselves pale ale, but they've not been. They've been more of a kind of a light sour, so to speak. Because if that is what a pale ale actually, mate, one thing I will say is this is a West Coast pale ale. We've touched on this in the past, and I think there's a big difference between a West Coast pale ale and a pale ale, so to speak. I prefer the West Coast style, if that makes sense.
Yeah, there's a whole Californian scene going on.
Yeah.
The hops and the yeast and everything else that you use. And listen, Bruce gave me one of the best. She for my 40th birthday. Where's my new, Bilko? Where's my new?
I don't know, old man. I'm
46.
Sure
I'm 46. So 6 years ago, when I went to California.
Aye. San Diego.
So Bruce gave me a cracking recommendation of a brew that I would like. It's like Green Flash.
I remember it.
IPA, right? Trust me, I've not been able to get this brew again, other than the time that I was in different places in California, San Diego, fucking, we're getting fucking Santa Monica, everywhere I had it in Santa. See, in fact, that's as close to a West Coast IPA that I've tasted, and there's another one coming. That's honestly, this is what that reminds me of. And this isn't even the IPA, the West Coast IPA.
We've not even given it its full name. The full name is it's called Call Everything an IPA. It sells better! ! That is the name of it. That's brilliant.
That's great.
I swear to God. Shooting Range Brewery, SRB.
SRB.
Oh, mate. I don't know.
Lion, he used to go into the Lion Crowns football, and he loves his 3-letter acronyms, the boy. He's fucking great cunt.
What I really like about Bruce is he's put them in massive bottles for us.
I like the recycling vibe. I do like the recycling vibe.
Look at that, mate.
Can't get around it.
The Benito is still there.
Hey, Benito.
Mate, I mean, how come, right? Can I ask you something, big man? You probably noticed this as well. How come when I'm during the week when I buy my wee beers and all that, and I try and make them look good on Instagram, I can't bloody make them look good. But yet when I do it live off the cuff, they look amazing, don't they? I mean, look at the.
Do you know why?
Is it because it's a quality beer?
It's the best. Easy to pour, the best beer you're ever going to drink at the moment.
No,
Am I wrong, Bilko? Am I wrong?
It's all round. Probably one of my favourite.
So we're into beer three.
Oh,
right? We're into beer 3, and this is homebrew for a guy who's no marketing it. He's no making money off it. And trust me,
I just want to show you here, Brenny, because if you look at and we can get away with saying lacing because Bruce told us it was lacing. If you look at the lacing on this, man, the Benito.
Trust me.
I'm going to have a massive gulp of this because it just demands it.
It deserves it. It absolutely deserves it. That's the APA, and that is a fine pale ale. That is a pale ale that you would drink.
No, that's fantastic.
And this is how I know this guy. The best brewer of beer that I know. You're going to deny it?
And if any of you brewers are up here, man, that's a challenge. By the way, I'd find it hard to disagree with you at this moment in time, mate.
How many beers we had? We're on our third.
Mate, if it wasn't for this bloody lockdown, I'd be booking a flight to Copenhagen tomorrow.
Well, listen, I'm doing a wee bike trip next year. Northern Germany. You're getting involved. You are getting involved, mate. You are getting involved. Don't give the raw eye shit. Don't give the. Can date me, Bob. I want to be doing it. I want to be doing it. Otherwise,
if I can get involved, mate, I'll get involved. And if I can help you, I will help you. You know this, 100%.
Help me. You're fucking side by side going to be cycling with me.
We're not doing it in the single speed gears. We're doing it in proper bikes.
All right. Don't get fucking arsey. Don't arse. We might do that.
I want to touch something back on what you've just said. Obviously, we've got some friends down at the gambling community as well. And obviously, I was lucky enough to go down there, and I met Rock and Roll and Bandit, who I've not mentioned before. Bandit is an unbelievable punter. You know, you're talking one of the top punters in the UK. Very good guy. If you look to see, if you want to see what he does, go and look at the Bandit Slot video channel. Right? I met this guy down in Blackpool, and we all met together. Myself, Rob, a guy from Romania, Rob. We had Mikey, guy from Holland. We had Adam, who set up he's the David Dickinson of Norfolk. Adam. We Dan, whose second name was Burton, actually. I wonder if his second name was Burton as well, Dan.
Oh.
So it's interesting. Imagine that was the same guy. He was there, Jess. He's a bit younger than me. I think he's about 43.
No chance.
Aye. But the main thing was...
Big Dan's a legend. Big Dan. Scud's a fucking legend.
Scud, what a name.
Scud, Everton fan. Best cunt in the world.
Are you sure? Well, it's definitely not him, because Dan is a Liverpool fan. And the only scudding he did is when he fell over after he had a few too many craft beers on the Friday night, and he scudded his head off the roulette table. Sorry about that, Dan. But anyway, mate, but there was one man who I do want to mention. It's a guy that's quite important to me, and it's a guy that's been there for me quite a lot during lockdown, other than yourself. And it's a guy called Mark, a.k.a. Blampy. I want to give you a good shout out, Blampy, and also to your missus, Mrs. B. I just want you to know that these are top people, and things are going to get better. All right? Shout out to you. All right?
Always.
Sorry about that, Brenny.
No.
So
life always is better, Mark.
As well. Obviously, user hackers and all that. Yous were kicking about with your Johnny Lee Miller haircuts and all that.
Who?
Well, you and your crew were like Johnny Lee Miller with the dyed blonde hair and all that.
Who? Me?
Exactly. You know, we weren't that technical involved. All we were doing was internet. We were doing internet things for our loft. That's what we were doing.
Mate, right, so we're going for the scores?
Yeah, man. So we'll go for the scores. We'll go for it same as I started it tonight. I'll introduce it again, and this is actually fucking difficult. I was so. Do you know what's great, Brenny? You know, sometimes when we do the podcast, you must think, I don't know about that one. It's like, and there's the uncertainty of it, and you get pure worried because you think, what if I don't like that? See, when you actually do like it, it's brilliant, isn't it?
It's half a scale.
It is. So, would I buy it again? If I had the opportunity to buy it again, 100% buy that again. I would consider going over to Denmark during the festival just so as I could buy that again. Would I session it? Yes, I would session that. 5.4%.
Yes.
It's getting to the realms of no session it, but I would.
Oh, yeah, you'd session that in bother, man. You'd session that in bother.
I would. Right now, it's difficult. Do I prefer it? I'm really glad we've done it in the order tonight. It's difficult, man.
Prepare it, Pilsner on the 80 shilling.
I really like the Pilsner, man. And I didn't like. Well, I liked it. I loved the 80 shilling as well. I don't, listen, I'm going to be honest here, Brenny, it's going to be a 7.75 for me.
Oof. Oof.
I don't need to justify it.
Listen, that's your opinion. That's your opinion.
And it's only because he told me it was a pale ale, and it wasn't a pale ale. Psychologically affected me.
So I've had the Pilsner, which I scored at
8.5.
I've had the 80, which I scored at 8.25.
No, just 8, same as myself.
Oh, that makes it easy for us. That is tremendous. This is tremendous. This is so far the period right for me. I'm going to go 8.75.
Brilliant. Brilliant, mate.
Because that is get everything you want. High strength, easy tannability. You really know it. You're sick. Honest to God, that is as easy a drink I've had to drink, and I don't know how long.
I'm revising my score on this one, mate.
Are you? Really?
I am. I'm going to make it a 7.76 out of 10. But I'll tell you why. Do you know why? Tannability. Tannability, innit?
You've said the words, I've done the job. You've said the words, I've done the job.
Tannable.
That is a fantastic beer.
Tannability.
Get Brune. Me and Bilko are going to back you. Me and Bilko are going to back you in a unit in Glasgow somewhere.
No. But yeah, we're going to back him, and we're going to make tons of money out of this.
Aye. You can't even be importing this shit for them. That'll cost a fortune.
Mate.
Okay, we'll set it up in Glasgow.
Tannability factor.
Oh.
9 out of 10. Tannability factor. Yeah.
Wolf.
We're rolling.
Right, Bilko, we've done 3 from the, what are we calling it?
SRB.
I've fucking no idea what that means.
Shooting Range Brewery.
Good luck to him. And I'll tell you this, Bruce, shooting range, you're fucking shooting folk down the left hand center here. Fucking superb beers, all right. Am I right, Bilko?
Absolutely, mate. Before you introduce this one, Brenny, I know we said you wanted to. I'm going to just say something, all right?
Yeah.
A lot of people will be watching this and they'll be like that. They're just saying that, and it's like Brenny would have phoned me and all that. Mate, I've not seen you. I've not seen you for like a week, mate. I swear to God, man. Shooting Range Brewery. This guy knows his stuff, man. This guy.
I want you to introduce this West Coast IPA because you've got a download. I'm going to let you know. I've already tried this because there's been a couple sent in advance with it, so it's not for me to say.
Okay, mate. What I will say is, it's testament to the quality of the brew on offer that every single one of them, I would have probably said to you, and I probably have done, was it that one he sent you? Was it that one you sent you? Right? Because they're all dynamite. So it's a hazy West Coast IPA, and it's called, is that Sweden I can see over there, mate? It's 6.2%, 60 international bitterness units. Hops are Pearl, Simcoe, Mosaic and Citra. It's a blend of old and new school IPA with more of a malt body and rounded bitterness to balance it up. And it was bottled on the 19th of September, so freshest.
Fresh.
Let's get it cracked open, man.
Fresh as fuck.
Now, Brenny, I'm relying on you to show this because I only thought it was only fair that I poured this into this one for my last one.
I'm showing it. I'm showing it.
You show it.
I can't believe you went with that fucking tanker. Man, I've got to let you into a wee secret. I get sent one of these in advance.
Mate.
Listen, this is the creme de la creme.
Cheers.
I've already had one of these.
I wanted to taste some of it in the pewter. You understand why, don't you? It tastes nice at the pewter.
Okay.
Mate. Sorry, cheers. What we like, man?
Oh, it's fantastic. This is the pinnacle of all four that we've had. And I'm lucky enough I tried the one before. I'm not, in fact, I should have said anything to you before it.
Mate, that tastes lighter. That tastes lighter than the previous one.
Trust me.
That's
the West Coast. That's the West Coast vibe, yeah.
But this is a West Coast IPA as opposed to a West Coast Pale Ale. Aye. Oh. I love the name as well. Is that Sweden I can see over there, mate?
6.2.
6.2. That's the light. That's probably one of the lightest beers we've had all night.
There are mad conversations, right? See. So you know my previous history with works I've been in and stuff.
Yeah.
I was actually. Listen, Bruce.
Cheers, mate.
Cheers, Bruce.
Cheers, Bruce. I hope you don't mind me pouring into the pewter.
You love that. I would imagine.
I love the pewter.
I'm telling you, when I left the last workplace and I had a wee bit of money, I actually was like to him, will we do it? Will we go brew? Will we go brew? Do you know what? We can still go brew. We can still go brew, Bruce. Because this is as good as we've ever tasted on this podcast, am I right? Everything.
Oh, here, steady on here. Right.
Well, I'll say that it's as good as I've ever tasted. I'll not speak for you.
Hang on a second to just get myself up to HD. I'm struggling to find. I don't think we've ever done anything that's been so consistent, mate. Honestly, in my limited knowledge of craft beer, but I tell you something, man. I know what's a good beer and what isn't it. Because we know that.
I'm actually worrying about. What do I need to know?
Exactly.
Any one of the beers you put in front of you.
I'd be like that. That's a West Coast style IPA. And I tell you something, man. We had one. Wasn't it in the same class as this West Coast IPA? This is dynamite. I mean, don't get me wrong. I did like the North England, the double IPA. I think that was. In fact, it's probably sitting there. That's how much I liked it. As you know, I liked the Ooft. Ooft was a good NE IDP, but that was a North England, wasn't it? Or a New England, sorry, IPA. This is a wet, mate. This is top draw lager here, man. I would honestly, I don't know if you're watching this, guys, man. Get this guy in, man. Buy this guy's beer. Honestly, if you get the chance to do this, buy this guy's beer. I'm gutted. Technical issues.
Listen, and it's. I'm really quite gutted that we've no managed to get him in. He's a good friend of mine, as you know. He's a good friend of the channel. He's a good friend of ours. And I mean that, Bilko, he's a good...
He supports every brew.
Just disappointing the events that happened. It means we can't do it. Fair dues. That is 4 beers, which I don't know what would a brewer that we would have fucking said that way. And we've always had one, but we've not always had one, but like, it's hard to pick in between that.
Aye. What I like about Bruce as well, mate, he sticks to his guns, mate. Do you know what I mean? So, I mean, for example, you sent him over the... I mean, let's not kid ourselves on here, mate. You sent him over the entire Overtone range. You know what I mean? You did.
That's what friends do.
Aye, and is he a big fan of sours? Probably not. Doesn't he class that as a beer? In fact, Bruce, are you watching this? You don't class a sour as a beer? Get with it, bro. I want you to produce a sour beer. All right? Are you watching that, Bruce? Because I tell you, see if you can produce a sour beer the way you produce all that. It's $1 million beer, mate.
I'll clap that. And I'm telling you.
So, Bud, you can... Obviously, you've got the Peril, Simcoe, Mosaic and Citra. Mate, it's just...
This is as close. So see the green flash, and this right. So this goes back to when me turning 40. Right, so I'm 46 now, going on 47, and about this time of year, about 6-7 years ago, I says to Bruce,
"When's your birthday, mate?
What?
When's your birthday again?"
November.
Golden game time, if you're watching that. His birthday's November, man. You could maybe send him a wee card. Golden game time.
Anyway. So
Sorry.
So I'm going there for my 40th, right? I'm going there for my 40th, to California and that. And listen, me and Bruce have been pals for fucking years. I'm at him. He's obviously had more knowledge than I've had for fucking anything with a beer, certainly. And I'm like, what's a good beer? And he's like, Green Flash. I'm telling you, if I could get a fucking case of Green Flash in Glasgow, I do, it would be like, I don't actually want to say, but it would be like paying for the best you could get ever. And we 330 ml dinky bottles, they only sell it in like a curve in California.
That's superb, isn't it? And I'll tell you something.
See that, what he's done with that West Coast IPA. He's better, the best West Coast IPA.
Listen, I'm probably speaking out of turn here, but I'm going to ask the question anyway. Is Bruce involved in brewing over in Denmark?
I can only speak for what I know, which is homebrew.
Mm-hmm.
He's not involved in any of the big 2-0, McKellar or anything. Listen, this will be the thing that Bruce does better than anybody else.
Aye. Man, can I? Sorry for interrupting you, big man. Have we reviewed Pilsners on this channel? Yes. The only one that comes close to that, to me, well, to be fair, we like Pilsners in general, don't we? You know, like Callista, Augustiner even. But
I wouldn't say any of them in the same league. See, when you look at the cap, and I'm not going to say it, when you look at the natural fucking bubbles.
When you look at the Carbonis, the Benitos. The Benito Carbonation. Fuck your carbonation. Mate, we're, man, man, we're losing the plot. I'm going to pause it a minute.
Aye. But that's
Aye, bud, so, mate, there is fantastic carbonation in the beer. As you can see through the pewter.
I'm going to say you can't see much in the pewter, but this is the West Coast. My favourite. It's close to the Green Flash that I like, which is the best beer I ever tasted. Is Green Flash IPA, California. It's only sold in so many states, so many fucking cities, and I'll tell you this: that is fucking outstanding.
That is outstanding, mate. I'll give you that, man. And you ready to go with a... In fact, see, before we go with the scores, mate,
Aye.
there is somebody I want to mention tonight. It's a very, very good friend of mine, an old colleague of mine. And obviously we've mentioned some gamers in the past. Obviously we've got Big Soups Gaming, top lad. Great guy is Big Soups Gaming. But this guy is a guy called James Toland. Now, if I told you, right, that James Toland played FIFA with his feet, and he has to do that due to a medical condition, mate. He plays FIFA with his fucking feet, mate. He is unbelievable, man. He's whipped my arse many a time. He's got a new Twitch channel, which I'm rapidly trying to find, mate. I do apologise for my ignorance. It's because we're all logged into YouTube, but he's got a Twitch channel. It needs to be seen to be believed, mate. This boy. He'll just get his... he's up. He's called...
What's his name again? James Toland?
James Toland on Facebook, but he's... What, man, he's a... What am I... What? He's a top boy, I might add. Top boy.
Nice one. Nice
right,
one, James.
But his name's... on Twitch, he's called Tolando77. I'm just going to confirm that.
That's Tolando77 on Twitch.
I'll just confirm it for you, mate. It's it's capital T for Tolando77. That's Tango Oscar. I'm not going to spell it. It's Tolando, single L, Tolando77 on Twitch. Get him followed, man.
Spell it in phonetic, bro.
Tango Oscar Lima Alpha November Delta Oscar 77.
No,
fucked, man. I'm fucking steaming, man.
That'll be Bruce's beer.
I'm pausing this. So, you ready to do the scores, big man?
Always.
Right, so it's a difficult one tonight for me. Because I'll be honest, I don't want to be opening up myself to along the lines of, you're just being nice because you know me and all that, passion on that. I don't know Bruce. I do not know Bruce at all, right? So, would I buy that? I can see Sweden. Yes. The only problem for me with that beer is that I can't buy it again at the moment in time. So, yes, I would buy it again. Would I session it? No, no, I'm sorry. Do not be offended, Bruce. I'm not going to session that. You're saying it's, he's saying it's 6.2%. Bollocks. It's much stronger than that, right? I won't be sessioning that again. And scoring-wise, this is going to surprise a few of you. Scoring-wise, for me, that's one of the best beers we've ever had on the show, mate. Is it the best beer we've had on the show? I know I'm milking this a wee bit. Oh, it's difficult. It's very difficult for me. It's definitely my beer of the night. And I'm going to give that an 8.5 out of 10.
Hey. It's a strong score. Strong score. So, West Coast IPA. That is the fucking best beer I have tried in the, what is this, podcast 10?
Yeah.
Podcast 10? Right, so.
52 beers.
All right. I like the technical fucking, I like that. That, for me, is the best beer we have tried. To all encompassing, just Pilsners, IPAs, pale ales, whatever else. Genuinely, I am giving this.
Right, what I'm saying.
Would you say it?
Would you buy it again?
Hold the fucking bus. I'm going to say it first. And that'll be a yes. Sesh, yes. Would I buy it again? If possible, I'd fucking bite your arm off to try and get a fucking pint of that. And how am I scoring it? It's a 9 out of 10.
Brilliant score, big man. So it's up there with the Burning Sky Porter.
That, to me, is as good a beer that's drinkable on the spot as I've ever tried.
So, Brenny, can I ask you a question just before we do the final cheers, mate? Right. Hazy West Coast IPA. Is that Sweden I can see over there, mate? Is that the beer of the night?
That's the beer of the night.
Beer of the night. Beer of the night. Beer of the night. Beer. Cheers.
Cheers.
Yeah.